Holy hell, folks, we just got the Epstein files, but not the ones you're thinking of. Get a load of this. This just got reported. It's breaking and it's exclusive from CNN. They have never before seen newly discovered photos and video of Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. Let's dig through these all together, shall we? And do me a favor, drop a like, a comment, and subscribe to this video so that YouTube pushes it out in the algorithm and gets it in front of MAGA idiots, who thankfully are turning around. And folks, this is going to be huge, because we'll talk a little bit later about how a bunch of MAGA conservatives are like turning against Trump right now, Candace Owens, Nick Fuentes. But this is only going to add so much fuel to the fire. So the first image we have here from the CNN exclusive, this is actually a picture of Jeffrey Epstein at Donald Trump's 1993 wedding to Marla Maples at the Plaza Hotel in New York. And this picture and other photos from 1993 confirm for the first time that Epstein attended Trump's 1993 wedding to Marla Maples. His attendance at the ceremony at the Plaza Hotel was not widely known until now, despite this wedding being described as the wedding of the century by media at the time. Epstein is seen walking into the reception with his date and also photobombing another photo with famous radio host Howard Stern. So I'm going to play this video first. The CNN's K-File discovers video of Trump and Epstein at 1999 Victoria's Secret fashion show, and then we'll go through all of the photo dumps together, take a look at how MAGA is reacting to this, and dig even deeper, because this is insane. All right, let's jump in. So there is no audio to this video footage, so I'm just going to read from the article while we watch the actual footage. It says, in addition, footage from a 1999 Victoria's Secret fashion event in New York shows Trump and Epstein laughing and chatting together ahead of the runway event. CNN's K-File uncovered the raw footage during a review of archival video of Trump at events in the 1990s and 2000s. Trump and Epstein appeared together in at least one video among the limited archival footage reviewed. The new footage and photos, which have not been widely reported and predate any of Epstein's known legal issues, come amid renewed scrutiny of Trump's past relationship with Epstein. Wow. Holy hell. Look at that. And there you can see, there's Donald Trump ogling this woman. Oh my God, what a disgusting face. And then right down the runway here, there he is. The boy, Donald's best friend, Jeffrey Epstein, just sitting there. Here's Trump at the event. Of course, he is with Melania, who he met on Jeffrey Epstein's private jet. Nothing to see there, though, folks. Nothing to see at all. And I have some more photos coming up, but just real quick noting here, in a brief call with CNN on Tuesday, President Trump, asked about the wedding photos, responded, "You've got to be kidding me," before repeatedly calling CNN fake news and hanging up. The White House communications director also said, these are nothing more than out-of-context frame grabs of innocuous videos and pictures of widely attended events to disgustingly infer something nefarious. Widely attended? Widely attended like Trump's wedding? Look at this picture here of Donald Trump with his arms around a little kid right next to Jeffrey Epstein, looking all smiley, having a great time. This is just a screen grab of an innocuous event widely attended by a lot of people. Shame on you, CNN. Donald Trump and his kids, Eric and Ivanka Trump, are seen with Jeffrey Epstein at the Harley-Davidson Cafe opening in New York in 1993. That is 3 separate events in just the limited pictures that we've seen here. And we have more. Here is the wedding. Here's the wedding of Donald Trump and Marla Maples getting married. Here is Jeffrey Epstein walking into the Plaza Hotel in New York in December of 1993. December 93. Oh, what a night. So I think we've all seen the NBC footage of Trump socializing with Epstein in 92. But a year later, in October 1993, high society photographer Daffyd Jones took photos at the opening of the Harley-Davidson Cafe in New York that we just saw, capturing Trump and Epstein together. There was this guy there who struck me, the way he was looking, and he gave me his card. It said Jeffrey Epstein, financial advisor, Jones recalled in an interview with CNN this week. Jones captured photos of Trump with his arm around his 2 young children as he stands next to Epstein, leaning on a railing. 2 months later, in December 1993, Jones was assigned by a media organization to photograph Trump's wedding. Among the photos he took was one of Epstein entering the event, saying, "I must have recognized him going into the event," Jones said to CNN, adding he only took select photos of attendees he thought looked interesting. He added, "I wish now I took more of him with Trump," he said. "I had the job of photographing the Trump wedding, so I stood with the press and photographed him. The image you have is from the contact sheet. The negatives were lost." Another photo captures Epstein at Trump's wedding, part of Life's archive that was reviewed by CNN. It shows Epstein smiling in the background, his head just visible between other guests, and shock jock Howard Stern and Robin Leach of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, who were taking a group picture. You can see that image here. Life's collection of dozens of photos of Trump's wedding are available online through Google Images and Shutterstock, and a CNN review of photos found multiple photos with Epstein. There he is. There he is. Look at all these rich and famous people hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. So those are all the new photos that we get. There's also a decent amount more talking about the actual fashion show that I don't think we'll get into here, but I'll drop the link down below. Because where I want to end this is with the reaction that is still coming out of the MAGA sphere. We'll start with Nick Fuentes, because he is absolutely going off here. Listen to him, and then we'll end on Candace Owen here. This is just wild.
10 years into this, we get, oh, Epstein's, that's all fake. Here's the MLK files that you wanted. And you go, really? Fuck you. Really? You bury the Epstein files as if that's not bad enough. You're going to lie to our faces, tell us it's a Democrat hoax. If you're not going to go with the lie, you're not a real supporter. You're not a real one. Oh, and now, well, here's some MLK files that are a load of shit. Isn't this what you wanted? We're the most transparent administration in history. And you go, fuck you. What do you mean? What a lie. You're lying. You know you're lying. You're lying to our face. You know we know you're lying. You don't even care. You're just giving us the finger and rubbing it in our faces. I don't want their support anymore. Well, fine. You don't get it anymore. Nobody should vote for Trump. Nobody should vote for Republicans. Trump must fucking pay for this statement to say, I don't want your support anymore. Every single Trump supporter, every single Republican needs to say, okay, bet. You don't want our support? Forget about the midterms. Forget it. The 2026 midterms, it just needs to be a Democrat avalanche at this point. And that's not because I'm a Democrat. I'm not. I don't like the Democrats. I hate the Republicans more because the Republicans are traitors. Because I have voted for Republicans. I have supported Republicans, and they shit on our face. And now he says, if you're not on board with the Epstein cover-up, oh, I don't want your support. You're a weakling. Fuck you. Fuck you. You suck. You are fat, you are a joke, you are stupid, you are not funny, you are not as smart as you think you are. You are, and honestly, and if you watch my show, you know I've been very critical. I've never been this far. This just goes to show this entire thing has been a scam. When we look back on the history of populism in America, we are going to look back on the MAGA movement as the biggest scam in American history. And the liberals were right. The MAGA supporters were had. They were. When we look back in history, we will see Trump as a scam artist.
Holy hell, the worst person you know just made a great point. Wow. Incredible. I mean, absolutely incredible. And then you also have Candace Owens dropping this as well.
On Thursday, Trump begrudgingly ordered Pam Bondi to move a judge to unseal the grand jury testimonies related to the Epstein case. Now, I want to be clear, absolutely nothing is going to come of that, and I'll explain why. But the point here is that MAGA revolted against Trump, and we won. But the question lingers, why? Why has it come to this, right? Like, what are we doing here? What is Trump hiding? Why is he going down like this over Jeffrey Epstein? Trump is playing games. He is. I'm sorry. He is flat out playing games right now. In fact, he's doing that thing that we always felt the press was doing to Trump supporters, thinking that we're stupid. Going, okay, they don't know much about how the law works. So if I just say I'm going to unseal something, then it looks like I'm acting. And then I'm going to call everybody who doesn't agree with that a troublemaker. He knows exactly what he's doing. What is the connection between Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump? Because clearly there is something here that gives him pause.
I just don't have words. I really don't have words. I mean, I'm glad they're realizing that they've been played and how stupid they all have been. And again, please share this with your MAGA friends, or sorry, friends is a very strong term there, but yeah, please be sure to go off in the comments. Share these photos. Like I said, the link is in the description. It just baffles my mind that these people can see this stuff and see what Donald Trump is doing. And it's taken this long for them to realize that they're being grifted. And still some of them can't jump to the logical conclusion that the reason Donald Trump doesn't want the Epstein files released is because he clearly was at the very least incredibly close with Jeffrey Epstein for a pretty long period of time. So congrats, MAGA, you played yourself. You voted for a pedo president. You don't actually care about children. You don't actually care about the deep state. You don't care about the cover-up. You've been played. You're just a bunch of fucking idiots. And unfortunately, your stupid fucking contorted logic, or whatever the fuck you want to even call what your brains do, can't wrap yourselves out of this. You can't contort your way out of this. You're fucked. You're so fucked. And you fucked yourself, and you fucked everyone else too. So congratulations, morons. Bravo. What a bunch of fucking chumps. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Hi, MAGA. Hope you're enjoying this. You fucking losers. God damn. Anyway, I'm Kenny Hesse for Really American. I'll see all of you in the next one, and maybe we'll see Donald Trump, Epstein, and all these MAGA supporters in hell. Happy Tuesday.